So we need information. NOS, the energy drink company. Is this the same company that does like the nitrous oxide in cars? Leave it in the comments if you know the answer to that, because we don't know. And we're too lazy to just pull up our phones and look. So
meanwhile, Gorilla Mine doesn't care at all because it's way better.
Did you get that at the dollar store?
Nope, they don't sell them at the dollar store. You should know that.
Speaking of gorillas, that just led me into an idea of Bigfoot. And
again,
well, Benji's not here, so I don't know if we're allowed to talk about Bigfoot without Benji here. But have you seen all of these AI created videos with Bigfoot on social media right now?
Bigfoot and Yeti.
Oh my gosh!
I don't get on social media often, but it knows how much of a fan I am of those.
It's all I see now.
So I have I use Instagram Reels, and it's just vlog. Dude, vlog after vlog of Bigfoot.
Oh my gosh. Me and my buddies that I dirt bike with have been sending them back and forth of him like on dirt bikes trying different stunts. And like there's one where Bigfoot's like, yeah, he's too pansy to try this, so here I go. And he launches off a cliff, and then there's just like this big explosion at the bottom. Next thing, they're all in the hospital like, how are we gonna pay for this? It's amazing.
Well, one of my favorite thing about it is that, big giant Bigfoot and Yeti, yet they sound just like you and I.
Yeah, I know, right?
I thought when you first brought up gorilla that you were going to mention that it's kind of odd that on this couch we fit 2 regular guys and a gorilla.
Yeah, that is
I don't even understand that reference.
Dallan. So there was that question a little while ago. Could 100 men take on a silverback gorilla? If we had a Dallan, I think the answer is yes, we could.
Or can 100 men take on a Dallan?
Could 100 gorillas take on a Dallan?
That's fair.
It is actually, it's hard to fight multiple men. So
how many men do you think you could fight?
Well, I do jujitsu, and I've tried 3, and it's extremely difficult. I've been able to fend it off. 4, you're toast. Normal size men. If these are like, I'm not talking about 3 like black belts in jujitsu. Like 125-pound black belt in jujitsu is going to take any of us out.
Yeah.
So yeah, a silverback gorilla, dude, they can lift 4,000 pounds over their head. So I can lift, I've got
only 3,300.
I think I've done 300, and not like a snatch. Like I had to power clean it and then jump it up. And that was like my max.
Yeah.
So, they're more than 10 times stronger, but 100 men, every swing's going to incapacitate a guy. I don't know, man. A gorilla would be terrifying. They're humongous.
You actually went deeper into this theory, though. And
I
you
did.
Found out what the reality would look like.
I did. So an apist. I think that's what they are.
It's on the fence there.
It's on the fence. But he, one who studies apes, he gave his input on this, and he said that 100 men versus a gorilla, the gorilla would absolutely wreck about 10 of them.
Mm-hmm.
But a gorilla is so large that it burns through calories very, very quickly and gets tired very easily. So he said that it would destroy and just absolutely mutilate the first 10 people. The next 10 people would be a little bit of a struggle that they'd probably still lose. But then after that, he'd just have no energy, and the humans could just slowly dismember him.
That kind of makes sense, because they are humongous.
Yeah.
And they only eat bananas exclusively. That's a fact.
I think he was saying that they have to eat like 20,000 calories a day.
Oh, 20,000?
20,000. That's more than Michael Phelps, man.
I eat 3,500 to keep this figure. And $20,000. Can you imagine?
Well, you're eating, how many did you say? 3,500 calories? Man,
that's my deficit.
That's in a deficit for you? Gosh, you're a huge person. I'm in a deficit right now at so I've got to get 2,100 a day with my workouts in, and some days I struggle to do that. As long as I'm hitting my macros.
Yeah.
So that's tough. I will say though, from experience, Tanner and I both arm wrestled Dallan at the same time. Dallan did beat us.
It was traumatic for me though.
Well, why was that traumatic for you?
So we start going, Brach and I, hand in hand. There we go.
Yeah, like this. Yeah.
And we're we're pushing as hard as we can against him, and it's much harder than you think.
The counter that we were on was like you heard like wood, like fibers breaking.
And we, on top of all those fibers breaking, we hear a pop. And we thought we had just dislocated Dallan's elbow. And luckily nothing. In fact, he wasn't even in any pain, wasn't even phased. It was just a tendon, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I went to see a doctor just in case because I have torn stuff. And there's a bone here, and if you get it really flexed, it just pops over, it moves over the
bone. That's all. But it sounded like one of those the big rubber bands that you get in PT.
Yeah.
Or just to pull that and then let it go.
Yeah.
It was terrifying.
Yeah, we thought we had done some damage, but no, nonetheless, nothing at all.
So, anyways, Dallan's really strong, but his ligaments are not as strong as Tanner and I.
Even
though after that, Dallan still did beat us.
The ligament moved.
Yeah.
The ligament moved.
Anyways, we gotta get onto our normal topic here.
I knew
we went down our normal rabbit hole.
Everyone wants to hear.
They want to hear about this.
Get in that
so
control.
I want to talk about selling access control today. Okay. I mean, ultimately, that is one thing that we love to help you guys out with. And here at PDK, we've developed a lot of resources. We've had a lot of teams in place that help you guys learn how to sell access control. So today I want to talk about different ways that each one of your departments help our dealers to sell access control. Tanner, you have recently been promoted. So you are now taking over the inside sales team, the strategic partnerships with integrations, and still doing distribution.
Yeah.
You're a little busy?
Yeah. Drinking from a fire hose right now. Definitely a little in over my head at the moment. But I keep telling everybody I have like this idea of like this sculpture of what I want it to be and how it's all going to work. And it's clear to me, but right now I just have the slab. And I, every day, coming into work, just trying to chisel at this thing.
You keep putting more water on the slab, and it gets runny.
Me, I'm a slab.
Dallan is just the slab in my way.
We're going to have this statue of Dallan here.
There will be a new EVP of sales next year. That is the statue.
He'll be sculpted instead of just a slab.
But no, it's been great. It's been really cool. And the whole journey with PDK has been phenomenal. I've been really lucky to work with incredible people such as yourselves who have helped me along the way and have helped provide opportunities to get to where we're all at today. And I'm very fortunate because of that. And I work with new teams that bring new talent and help me learn a lot from them. And I couldn't be more happy about the situation that I'm in and that our company is in as a whole.
Yeah. Well, we definitely appreciate everything you've brought to PDK. It's a well-deserved promotion, and I'm so excited to see what happens here in the future. So let's talk on the inside sales team and on the distribution side and on the integration side. And ultimately, how do you work with all of those teams that you help manage to make sure that you are helping our dealers understand how to sell access control better?
Well, I'll first start off with, let's go with distribution, just because that's what I've been doing for so many years here.
Makes sense.
Something I'm very comfortable with. I recognize that distribution and even integration partners are force multipliers for our sales. Anytime anyone looks at the actual footprint that we have across the country for the outside sales team, they're surprised because they go, wow, with that, let's call it like slender of a team, you guys are moving a lot of product. And it's true. We have a lot of people that are very successful here with moving the product and are running their territories in ways that they see fit and are exceeding their goals. However, it's not just them. It's the force multipliers that we have in every single direction, and that's because they're assisting with distribution partners scattered across the country. Every single branch gives us an opportunity to act and treat those people as an extension to our sales team, build a sense of loyalty, and they start to have understanding about our product. And when they become more comfortable and confident to talk about our product, our team grows. And now that we are working closely, or at least me personally working closely with integration partners, I know you guys have had a lot of involvement there over the years, but now that I'm finally more involved, I really want to accomplish the same mindset with them, helping people understand the who, the what, and the who. Who is PDK? What are maybe 3 to 5 things that separate us from other manufacturers out there and just other competing products? And then who can they get involved from our side to help them close deals and retain revenue? If we dip into our integration partners' sales teams and have that front-end support instead of just the back-end support that we've had from developers who design the integration, then we can have a lot of success there.
Yeah.
And finally, our inside sales team. Oftentimes, these are the people that create the first impression for dealers that are seeing marketing content, and they go, okay, I actually do want to learn more. And the first person that picks up the phone is the partner success manager over that territory. And I like to think of it as kind of like a tour guide. It's their responsibility to help answer the questions about who is PDK, to address the needs of these customers, to see if we're actually a good mutual fit. What's very fun about our industry, and maybe our product in general, we're not here to try to force anything down anyone's throat. This isn't, the sales that we do is symbiotic. It has to be mutual. We have to address the needs of our partners. And if we identify that it is a mutually beneficial fit, then these partner success managers from the inside have an onboarding process, and they have a hand-holding process that get all of our new installation partners feeling comfortable and proficient in our product, so that they can go and run their businesses in ways that they know how, and can be very successful doing it.
Yeah, I love that. And you guys kill it. You have a fantastic team. I'm looking forward to the growth you're gonna experience with that. And so are our partners. They're really looking forward to that as well. So that's great. On the marketing side, we'll go next and talk to you about how marketing helps you guys be better salespeople out there and help sell access control. Ultimately, as you know, our team we're content juggernauts, right? We are always releasing new information and new content and new training courses to help you guys. Ultimately, our number one core value that we focus on the marketing team is partner fanaticism. We want to see you guys be successful. We want you guys to have the resources that you need to be successful. So a couple of things that we do every week, we have a different blog post that we post on our website, and we link it to our social media platforms and everything. But these are all articles that help you guys learn more about our products, learn more about how our products work in different environments and different verticals. These are different blog posts that help you guys really just increase that level of knowledge that you've got out there, because knowledge is power. We have a sales training course that we have developed on our accesscontrol101.com website. Go there. It is a free course that helps you guys learn all about access control selling. So it goes over market trends, what the current trends are in the market, why mobile access control systems and mobile platforms in general are becoming so popular. It goes through how to sell PDK and understanding what you are selling. And then it even goes over overcoming objectives. I mean, ultimately, it's teaching you guys how to be better salespeople and to be able to go into a job and more confidently be able to close that job. Whenever you complete that course, the very last lesson actually says, hey, email your contact information and your logo over to marketing. And marketing, my team, we go ahead and put together a end user sales material that is co-branded with your information on there, and we send that back to you so you can actually use that to go and close jobs whenever you guys are running into those opportunities.
I can't tell you what kind of impact that course alone has had. I mean, when you have a marketing team that does as much as Brach's team, you really have any material, any link, any tangible or digital items available to you to send to our partners. And that sales training that you've done, and you've done a lot of different trainings, you have the sales training, the Access Control 101, and of course the technical certification course, all online, all at your own pace. I even have our distribution partners go through that sales training because it's applicable to anybody who wants to learn more about the product and who wants to talk about access control in general and understand those market trends. So you know how grateful I am, and I just want to also have just some public recognition for what this marketing team is doing. They're phenomenal, and having that kind of alignment makes a huge difference here and for our partners.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that. We love our partners. We want you guys to be successful. We want you guys to have what you need to be successful. Ultimately, when you succeed, we succeed. So we recognize that. Dallan, you're over the outside team.
Yep.
So how does the outside team help our partners understand, better selling practices or help them to close big deals?
Sure. One of the biggest frustrations in the security industry from a manufacturer standpoint is we have goals. We have a ton of pressure on us to hit those goals. And so you see a lot of our competitors trying to go direct, actually competing with their dealer partners, with their actual partners, which turns them into a customer and not really a partner. We don't do that at PDK. We are 100% dealer focused. We do get leads. Our leads are mostly proactive. How much marketing do you do towards end users?
We don't do a lot.
We do some, and if we do it so that the dealer can succeed. Co-branded end user material that has your logo on it. And why I think this is important is because we're here to protect life and property. No location, building is safe without at least video monitoring and access control. And so we see far too many access control implementations that do not have other security products installed, which to me is insane because the data will show us when you sell access control, 60% of those projects that you sell access control in, you're going to be able to cross-sell to cameras. You're going to be able to cross-sell to sensory equipment, a call box, something. And it's just, we get that first sell and close and we're so excited and we just let it go. That's kind of the biggest frustration for me is because we have partners that are insane at sales. They're incredible at sales. They're cross-selling, they're asking the right questions, they're getting referrals. And then we have partners who almost entirely rely on their manufacturing partners for leads. And what we've seen is, the market goes like this. Security's strong up and to the right, but it fluctuates. And on the down cycles, our partners who are fluent in sales, they continue to absolutely blow up. Whereas then our partners who don't, they get upset, frustrated with us, and then they're like, we're going to look for another manufacturer who's going to give us leads. And meanwhile, their business struggles because the real problem of them not having a really structured sales program, sales training, sales understanding for their team, it just isn't in place. And so that's something that I really focus on is making sure that our partners have that support. We offer free sales training to your people. We will train them how to sell every product you have. I don't even care if you sell competing products. We really want you to succeed. And our product, once people start selling PDK, they only sell more. We know that. So we're not really frustrated about that. Most of the sales trainings I do are agnostic. They might have the PDK logo on them, but I'm trying to train people how to generate leads, how to prospect, how to close deals, how to cross-sell, how to get additional leads from closed projects. So that's where most of our focus is finding those key partners in key areas that aren't going to overlap with our existing partners and growing PDK, and at the same time, giving that sales training and support to our partners, including we'll close deals for you. We do it all the time.
Yes.
We're on demos all day long closing deals.
Yeah, I think that is something that needs to be said over and over and over. We can help you guys close those deals. We sell PDK all day, every day. While you guys sell, multiple platforms, you sell your cameras, you sell your intercoms, you sell your access control, your Berg systems. That's a lot of different things, right? We sell one thing every day. Rope us into these deals. We want to help. Use that free resource.
Our close rate is just under 90%.
Like, how insane is that?
When you bring a PDK salesperson in, we close basically 8 out of 10 deals.
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah,
do it.
So we'd love to help.
One of the things that we're doing as well coming up, I'm going to go ahead and tease this, in 10 different markets here coming up soon, we are going to be going around the country and doing different sales training courses. We're teaming up with ADI and Digital Watchdog to host these. And these are going to be sales trainings that you can learn different things that go on in the industry, right? These are going to be your market trends. These are going to be the products that help you to generate recurring revenue. This is going to be teaching you how to build maintenance agreements, lease agreements, things like that. We're going to go over products, both, Digital Watchdog and PDK products that help you guys to generate recurring revenue. And then we're going to go over those some sales examples and how to overcome objections. So be looking for those soon. If we've got one in your territory, you should be receiving an email here in the next month or so, and we'll get those.
How much do those cost to attend?
Free. Dude, free $99.
One thing you'll find about PDK is we're so laser focused on partners. Everything we do, from how our products are priced all the way to the way that we do trainings, if we can do it for free, we will. And we just want to add value to the industry. We want the industry to grow. The security industry is the greatest industry I've worked in, and I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Yeah, we're happy you're a part of it too.
I want to chime in on the RMR aspect and having PDK support partners in understanding why this can be beneficial to your company. When I'm talking to partners, I say that there's 2 different ways to perceive RMR. As a dealer, you can look at it and say, this is happening to me, or look at it and say, this is happening for me. Now, this is to me is when you have a lack of understanding on what RMR can actually do for you and your company. and you look at it as something that a manufacturer is throwing down at you. Instead, when you have the perception that this is happening for me, this is a tool for me to build the evaluation of my company. This gives me a reason to have recurring revenue that will allow me to one day step away or even exit the company and set myself up financially for the rest of my life, or maybe pass this down to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much value in RMR. And if I were to start installing today, I would only work with companies that offered that RMR.
Yeah, I would too.
One of the best stories ever is working through the height of COVID. How many of our partners were able to shut their doors not due to not having enough business, but it was by choice. They said, we're going to shut our doors for a while. We're going to retain all of our employees, and they're going to get full salaries still because of the RMR that we have coming in. And this is more a matter of safety and not a matter of a business threat. And that's the opportunity this creates. So don't view it as something happening to you, but this is happening for you.
A physical security product that creates financial security.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's
Love
what
that.
it is.
That still delivers value.
Yeah.
I think that's the important part here too, that is people need to recognize that it's not just a way to, save your business. It also provides value for your business and for your customers as well.
Yep.
So
it gets more valuable to them the longer they have it.
I agree.
And last thing from my end, in this industry, we have to stop being order takers. And I've never been in an industry where the end user has less visibility into what products are offered and what products are needed, right? This huge security company infrastructure that exists, like the Bay Alarms, the Permars, the EPSs of the world, modern systems, like those big guys out there that are out there doing a ton of projects. The reason why they call you is because they don't know what to do or how to do it. And so if they call you and say they need cameras, you need to ask some questions, because the truth is they need security, and cameras aren't security, and access control all by itself isn't security. So we need to find out specifically what their security needs are. There is no security implementation that shouldn't have at least access and cameras. I will never stop saying that. You should never walk away from a project regardless. If you can communicate the value, I can't tell you how many times a dealer partner has called us and said, dude, we just can't do it because of their budget. Well, let's get a call together. All of a sudden, once we adequately explain the value, miraculously, the budget increases. Isn't that incredible how that works? And to be honest, it really is like that, because if people understand that access control is the proactive part of security and cameras are the reactive part of security that allow them to review what happened, they will start to understand the need for both.
Yes, they will. Well, guys, thank you a ton for taking the time to join us on this episode. It was super educational for me. Hopefully it was educational for you guys. You guys can return the favor by letting us know if this is the same company that does the nitrous oxide in cars.
I bet it is.
After looking at the logo, it's gotta be. I think I agree with Keith back here. I think it's gotta be the same.
Nitrous oxide is good for you.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically what I'm drinking.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of the Big Access Podcast. If you haven't already done so, be sure to subscribe to it, give it a 5-star rating, and let us know if there's anything that you're looking to learn, and we'll be sure to add that to an upcoming episode. But thank you again. We will see you next time.